a city that is known for its rich historical and cultural background, and one of the most famous travel places, holding a record of the most visited cities in the world in 2022 and 2023, and took the second spot on the chart in 2024. Istanbul is the place everyone wishes to visit once in a lifetime. But what if I told you this wish could become a nightmare and the most brutal decision of your life? The beauty becomes a beast when you don't follow the regulations set by the government, and the offense can land you in prison for years, or you could be hammered with a penalty of up to 100,000 Turkish lira. But you don't need to worry, because in the next few minutes, I will cover all the mistakes you should avoid so you can plan a successful trip without any unwanted encounters with the law. Subscribe now, otherwise I might not arrive in Istanbul to bail you out. Istanbul is a treasure of history, with ancient ruins, mosaics, and relics at every turn, and it is obvious that you want to bring something at home as a memory of a beautiful adventure. But what do you think, is it that easy? Picking a small stone from an archaeological site or trying to buy an authentic artifact from the local market could be the worst act of your life. Taking historical objects out of the site, or trying to take them out of Turkey, is considered smuggling under Turkish law. If you are caught attempting to take ancient coins, pottery, or any artifact that is classified as cultural heritage, the consequences are so brutal that you can't even bear, which includes a fine of up to 100,000 Turkish lira, or a prison sentence of up to 12 years. Turkish customs officers and airport security are highly trained to spot anything suspicious. Even if you purchase an artifact unknowingly from a vendor, you are still held responsible for trying to take it out of the country. So the safest move is to admire the historical beauty of Istanbul heritage and never try to take it home with you. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk is not just a historical figure among Turkish people, but a personality whose respect is their priority, as he is the founding father of modern Turkey. Likewise, the Turkish flag is a sign of national pride. Turkish laws are stringent in any case of disrespect for the role model and the national identity symbol. Any sort of derogatory comment, offensive gesture, and even making a joke about Ataturk can lead to harsh penalties under Turkish law. And a small gesture can take you to a Turkish prison for 3 years or more, according to the severity of the offense. Even unintentional acts, like stepping on a flag-themed souvenir, can be taken as a criminal offense if deemed disrespectful. Turkish authorities do not take this lightly, so the better approach is to show respect and avoid all kinds of discussions about Ataturk to avoid legal troubles. This could be the easiest way to ruin your trip if you are unaware of this. Shopping is the most common thing when you are on a trip, but falling for the luxury stuff at an accessible price could be your silliest mistake ever. Turkey has strict laws against the sale and possession of counterfeit products, including fake designer clothing, accessories, electronics, and much more. Many tourists unknowingly buy these items at markets like the Grand Bazaar or from street vendors, thinking it's just a harmless souvenir. However, if customs officers or local authorities catch you with counterfeit products, you could face fines of up to 40,000 Turkish lira or even legal action. Turkish authorities conduct frequent raids on counterfeit hotspots to reduce illegal trading. So, if you are looking for a good deal, it's better to go with legit stuff to ensure safety, because the law is unforgiving. Istanbul's cultural beauty is mainly dependent on the magnificent statues and historic fountains that are situated everywhere in the streets. But hold on before you think of climbing up for photos or just for fun. Think again, because climbing, tempering, or damaging public monuments is strictly prohibited. Authorities consider it an act of vandalism, and if you're caught doing any of it, you could be fined up to 10,000 Turkish lira or face legal trouble according to the degree of the offense. There are several cases where tourists have been detained for disrespecting historical landmarks. Security cameras are everywhere, and locals take cultural preservation seriously, so pleading ignorance won't help your case. Are you thinking of capturing the ancient charm of Istanbul in your camera lens with a drone? Trust me, this is not a good idea. Whether you're aiming to get stunning shots over the Bosphorus Strait or iconic views of Sultanahmet's Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, and Basilica Cistern, you need to be extra careful. According to Turkish laws, flying your drone without proper authorization is a serious offense, especially over sensitive areas, and top tourist sites is strictly prohibited without necessary permits, and the fines can hit up to 15,000 Turkish lira, including the equipment confiscation. If your drone weighs over 500 grams, you must register it with the Turkish General Directorate of Civil Aviation before operating it in Turkey. For drones under 500 grams, registration might not be required, but always verify the latest guidelines, as rules can change by time. Istanbul's ancient monuments and architectural marvels attract millions of tourists. However, certain areas of the city are still entirely off-limits. According to Turkish law, it is a significant violation and may result in legal problems to cross the boundaries of restricted places without authorization. If you are caught trespassing on private properties, government offices, or military zones, you could be penalized with a fine of 20,000 Turkish lira or maybe 3 years of imprisonment considering the violation. Certain landmarks, such as Dolmabahce Palace, Topkapi Palace's secured sections, and diplomatic buildings, have restricted areas clearly marked. Ignoring these warnings or attempting to cross barriers could result in immediate detention. Except for its heartwarming culture and exquisite landscapes, Turkey is known for its rules and law enforcement, and there is no room for unnecessary negotiation. Not following police orders or resisting them is more than a minor inconvenience. If an officer asks for your identification, directs you to move, or instructs you to stop filming in a restricted area, you must act immediately, because if you try to counter or argue with them, escalates the legal situation, and you can face fines of up to 20,000 Turkish lira or a potential prison sentence of up to 3 years. To avoid unnecessary trouble, always carry your passport or ID, follow instructions, and never attempt to interfere in law enforcement activities. Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, Basilica Cistern, Galata Tower, and Topkapi Palace are the testaments of the rich past of Turkey. Millions of tourists travel to Istanbul from all across the world to create remarkable memories. Thinking of leaving your presence there in the form of scratching your name on a stone wall, carving initials on an ancient pillar, or leaving graffiti on a historic fountain could be harmful. Defacing, damaging, or tampering with any historical structure is a serious offense under Turkish law, and any violation can cost you fines of up to 5,000 Turkish lira or criminal charges, depending on the extent of the damage. In extreme cases, individuals have been detained, deported, or banned from re-entering Turkey. You often seen people clicking photos of almost everything, and some people even take random photos of strangers in the streets. But in Turkey, you need to be very careful. Turkish laws are strict about invading privacy, and taking photos of individuals without their consent can get you into trouble, especially if they are in private or sensitive locations. Whether it's a local vendor in the street, a worshiper inside a mosque, or a couple in a private space, photographing someone without asking could lead to serious consequences. Except for a 2,000 Turkish lira fine, you could be asked to delete the photos, or in some cases, you might even face accusations of violating someone's personal rights. While roaming in the markets of Istanbul, you will find many shops that sell duty-free products, and it's obvious that they are cheaper. A sudden idea clicks in your mind to buy and toss them to make some quick profit. But here's the thing you need to remember. In Turkey, purchasing goods from duty-free shops is intended solely for personal use or to gift someone. Attempting to resell these items is illegal and can lead to significant legal consequences. If you are found engaging in the resale of duty-free goods, can result in fines of up to 2,000 Turkish lira. Additionally, the items involved may be confiscated by authorities. Comment below if you are planning to make a trip to Istanbul anytime soon, and share your experience if you already made it. Subscribe now to be aware of the things you should avoid, to stay away from legal matters or hefty fines and unawareness when you visit the world's most popular tourist attractions. Have a safe trip, respect the culture, and follow the rules. See you in the next one.